So the other one, we had, they call it the left sideline knee to knee. That's a lot of crap going on. Like we got a lot of things moving in that position. So that's usually something you would probably use after. Like I don't have too many kids that are like, oh, I can hold this, coach, and then do all these things at the same time and just go, right? It just looks like a hot mess. Yeah. Right. A lot of stuff is like sometimes you need a one-on-one setting.
Like if you can't get them to do the warm-up right, there's no way to
yeah. Here's the like, yep, I did it. Here's the thing though, in some cases, like 90-90 breathing, it's pretty, like we can coach it and we do it as a team usually, and kids start to figure it out, right? And they start to pick up on it. But yes, the other one, that's like 10 different cues.
But there's nothing wrong with both of those if you have a kid. Or
No, yeah. So like most of the time, like so as they've been in with us for a month, we combine. So we do 90-90 breathing or all fours breathing, and then we'll go right into like a right side lying down, like a pullback, or sometimes a left side to max. If we have a kid that, man, they're just like, they're not doing something correctly, we pull them aside, we test, and then we're like, oh, try this, and then we test like the exercise again, or we test like a pattern again, it changes. We're like, all right, you have to do this before this every exercise, right? And for the most part, they are usually pretty bought in because they saw the change. They just go and do it. And sometimes they just go and just kind of re-cue it, but their attachment to this being successful for them is very high. Especially when it's a very quick change, right? When we have someone that literally is like, you can't stand on one leg, and I'm like, all right, try this, and they get up and they go, wow, coach, that's very different. They're like, I'm like, do you want to do that again? They're like, yes.
That's a sale right there.
Yeah. So we went sagittal plane first, 90-90 breathing. Then we went frontal plane, hip, right, with that adductor and right glute max, and that's a little bit of transverse. And then what you would typically see is how do we get them up and being able to shift into one hip and then be able to go into the other without losing it, because most of the time we'll see some kind of, they get stuck going, right? I'm not rotating all the way back to the right, I only can rotate to the left and get stuck into my right leg. So here's what we're gonna play with. Let's play with 90-90 breathing, let's play with, we're all actually gonna line up on the wall over here. We'll play with 90-90 breathing, left side lying, right glute max, and right side lying, adductor pull back. So grab a yoga block, green mini man. Yeah. We can still do 90-90 breathing on the wall, right? So all of our feet can just go up on the wall 90-90.
Actually, just those four, then we use the box, right?
Yeah, whatever.
One person.
Dylan, whatever you did decide.
Well, because I've already done it, so I know it's.
What am I doing?
Alright, so let's get you on the wall. Alright, so we just pull that back as far as you can. Okay. Now let that drop. Alright, and what are you feeling?
How do I do this?
A little tightness here, not getting a little back.
You push your feet into there.
And what are you doing that one?
Drop the heels. Don't know if that thing.
Just see if you can do the. Alright.
What's two of them?
Alright, so you're taking your heels down. Right, and actually find squat. Right. This needs to be on the floor. Yeah. Alright, so now we're literally just tilting that back.
Because I can't dig my heels.
You can use
Lift
that.
that up to the. Do you feel this working?
Yeah.
A lot.
Sit.
Dig hard to the bottom. Take a breath in. Big exhale out.
Back is on fire.
What? Why?
I'm working hard.
Alright, 5 breaths. I like the bench or the box way better for the 90-90 breathing. It can be it can be hard to get people to figure out how to like almost drag their balls down.
Yeah, I was pushing myself away.
Yeah. But again, it's much easier to get everybody on the wall and do it than to do the other one.
So am I shifting my knees differently?
So what you want to think about, so come down again. Slide this knee up a little bit. Yeah, there you go. So you see how you pulled that left hip back?
Yes.
You owned it, right?
I should feel that in my back, right?
You may, which means we may have to do other stuff. You may be something different. All right? Well, just repeat goes, tilt the tail one up. Yeah, and then take that right foot. Okay? What did you notice? Left hand, right?
Yeah.
Right? And how would you decide if that was a good exercise for you? Like what pattern do you think we would check for you specifically?
So how many reps of this do you?
All right.
How many
So
reps?
typically it says 5 breaths, usually 3 to 4 times, 2 times. Here's the thing is, Typically, what I see works the best, you do it until you can like literally get it every time.
Okay.
Right? And this thing should be fatigued, very, very fatigued.
What should be?
Whatever you're working
Yeah,
on, right?
okay.
So, like, I know with a lot of our people that come in that have like some dysfunction, toe touch, or low back stuff, we will put it in like repeatedly throughout the training program until they're like, yeah, my hamstring is like smoked on that side, and then everything kind of works.
So, are you doing that so that before I do like any hamstring exercises? So
We're
that they're
doing that,
firing properly?
yeah, more like we're doing it for you anything,
Anything.
right? Because it should allow you to do just things
Okay.
better, right? So try the right side, you know, line your left side.
No, it's supposed to be up, off.
Yeah, we're just supposed to try to get back.
What you doing?
But get your back on the floor and then lift it off.
Okay, scooch back a little bit.
What do I do with this one? Bring that
Go right,
forward?
yeah, so try to keep.
So
Right here, so
Yeah,
that's-
slide this
so
over, and then
you're good there,
Yeah.
right?
Keep pushing, and then keep sliding, so
Yeah.
you're almost pushing this
That's all I got.
and don't let pull your knee down. Feel back here.
What's that?
That's
Feel
on.
anything back here?
Good. Give me
Yeah,
your rest.
so I feel it here too.
Push harder down left heel.
Roll your
Yes.
ribs down, squeeze it
That's
down.
it.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, so don't let this arch.
She
There you go.
automatically goes into extension.
There you go.
Yeah.
Feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
And
Just
feel
go
that.
into
Take it,
extension.
push them.
That's it.
You're good, yeah. So let's try our left side line and go back.
Some more breath.
So line your left side, now the yoga block goes underneath the feet.
Do you have glutes yet, Elisa?
Yeah, figure out how to.
Try the left side line. Doug, understand.
Yeah, no, I was just, I didn't wanna roll.
That's okay, you can hear.
You feel like that.
Oh, yeah.
Doug, it's all right.
That's all right, everybody else does?
Alright, so 99 feet are stacked up on the block. Here's the cool part, is if you have the wall or something to push against, like Doug, remember I said push your feet into the,
Yeah.
that made a huge difference.
Yeah.
Right? So if we can feel heels on a lot of things, man, we're gonna get some difference up. Can I put it underneath this week?
Squeeze your butt farther.
Alright, so now, main thing, I need this to not be here. We want
So you do
to
the opposite.
push, think about turtle shoving your upper back, and then take your right hand and tuck it underneath the left side. Right, because we want that left side off the floor.
Oh my God.
If it doesn't stay off the floor, I'm gonna compress that right rib cage, we're gonna be in some extra stuff.
What? This, yeah, I think it let this side off.
You're good, you're right there.
Oh, okay.
Right, so now I'm gonna slide that right knee forward.
Keep this right leg on.
Right, so it's out in front of my left. Right, I'm gonna take a breath in, exhale, and then open that right knee to the ceiling.
There you go. Good job.
Find your right heel into the wall. You should feel right butt cheek.
Feel that?
Lisa, what do you got?
Yeah.
I actually have a lot of hamstring right
Okay.
You would
In this position, if you feel like you got that, try to lift your left knee to your just off the floor.
Does that hurt at all?
Come on, Doug!
This off the floor?
Yeah, try to lift it up off the ground without losing anything.
So I have abs, but no, very
Doesn't
little.
wanna go
I'm so conscious of it now. I see that.
Right.
I don't know.
It's a little bit.
I'm like this.
But I felt it more before.
I did it!
Did you get your left off?
Yeah.
I did too.
I'm
You
thinking
could have
because
slid like
I'm
this,
running
this
down
under
the
there.
road,
That's how
so
far
I'm
you're
not
gonna
saying
do hard.
this hip lower, this hip
I'm sure,
higher.
yeah, I'm sure.
That's what I
My
want.
mic just went like
I
this.
didn't know if I was
back
supposed to feel it
like
like here.
I'm constant. Go to
Much
the
better.
chiropractor.
All right, I like
You
that.
should just like push down on it.
Oh, yeah, chiropractor girl.
Well, I can't breathe.
Okay, so you usually
You go
that
there.
right butt cheek is like it's not doesn't want to do anymore.
I stopped here.
I used to.
It's almost not.
I used to.
Try
Tommy, is that how you're going?
No, I.
He just
I
got,
got
he
a
just
long time
realigned
ago.
my pelvis without the $50 that I pay for chiropractor.
So here's the thing. Well, here's the thing with this. A lot of times, if we start to get these things to pull joints back into position, we get a ton of adjustments. People are like, oh, right? And yeah, and they're like, oh, that feels really good. And here's the thing, though. What it tells you is that when you are using these muscles that are typically sticking, like holding us in this position, we're just going to orient back to probably what doesn't might feel good. So you can easily keep yourself a little bit more like loose if I can just turn these things on and off. So
Which is why you have to keep going back to the chiropractor.
correct, right? Because if I just adjust a joint, well, so if I just adjust a joint and I don't give it a new input to hold it in place, you're just gonna go, oh, I like this better, and it just puts you back in there. Sometimes, not that like I don't want to poo-poo chiropractors, because the thing is like where Doug is, sometimes we can't get things to move, and until someone actually manipulates it and then they retrain it, well, that's where we got to go. So like the SFMA gives us like three distinctions. It's either a stability motor control dysfunction, which is where we operate really well. It's a tissue extensibility dysfunction, which means I probably got to get someone to go in there and loosen it up. Or it's a joint mobilization dysfunction, which means I need someone to like mobilize the joint and get after it. So there's always a time and place, but yeah, if my main strategy is to go, remember that video we were watching? This guy's like talking to this chick and he does the same moves for everybody, right? He's like, oh, your feet are aligned, and then pop, 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 and then he puts this thing on their neck and he yanks it, and he's like, how do you feel? And she's like, well, I haven't felt like that in a long time. He's like, well, you still didn't, he never changed your feet, right? He's saying, oh, we got a limb discrepancy, like, but he never changed that, even though with all the adjustments, right? Because again, if we're looking at what we look at PRI, I can adjust all these things in my spine, but if I'm still gravitating towards my right side, it's just going to look like the same all the time. And I don't know, you know, if you lie down on the table without gravity, sometimes you can get some movement. But even still, some people are probably still going to be stuck a little bit higher in that space anyway. Right? So if we look at Lisa, you're still not, this knee is way behind that one.
Oh.
Right? Yeah.
She was trying to do that.
Good. Alright, so here, right, space, good, now open up that right knee against the band. Hold that. Now you feel that right butt cheek.
Yes.
A lot. Drill this
Not
heel.
as much.
Drill this heel into the wall.
Not that different.
Feel like everyone's
I just feel it's looser in general, that usually when I get down to here, it's like.
It's a lot of quads, it's a little bit of butt cheek.
When I would do my squats at school, I would go full. I got
Take a
shot
squat.
way over.
No, just.
And I started doing it because I was working here or whatever, I was doing something between like the whole thing workout, and my strength coach was like, we do it. I didn't do that shit. And I told him, like, oh, like, where did you learn that? I was like, oh, this is working. Yeah, well, I was like, can you watch my squat?
Alright,
So
so
straight.
here's the interesting part. So Lisa doesn't get what we want her to feel on her sideline.
And she's broke.
Right? So
Okay,
what we can
Lisa,
try
we're
is
here
we can
for
try
it.
some other pieces. We'll go supine, hook line, right from the backs. Alright?
Supine.
So supine, hook line is this position here. We can do a lot of the other stuff we did, like our 99 breathing we can do here. It's crazy because some people are like, yeah, I don't feel my hamstring on the 90-90. We put them in this one, they're like, Jesus, oh God. Right? It's just because of different leverage position, and sometimes depending on where they like to use tissues, these different things give different inputs. Right? So give me a little scoop of the tailbone. Right? We're gonna slide this knee up a little bit. Yep. Now open that up against the band and squeeze that. And what do you feel?
Not my glutes.
Well, what do
I
you
feel my left hamstring.
That's okay. All right. Squeeze this really hard. You don't get any butt cheek on that.
I mean a little, but.
Did you ever scoop up?
Yeah, she's off.
Did she?
She's off the back, off the ground.
Her tailbone's up, man. We're good. She's got it close to herself. I'm okay with it. Push on into his right foot.
I'm doing it, Dylan.
I know.
I don't see it.
Oh!
Still nothing.
No, it's my left hand.
Okay, come here. Try that. See, leave the band on. Let's get you up here.
Just where it goes.
Actually, let's go over here. All right, we're going to do the same thing and go that way. All right, here's what we're doing is we're changing the hip position. 90-90 or sideline, she was in 90-90. In this one, she's in a little bit this with a more flexed knee. And in this one, she's actually in hip extension. All right, so maybe she I have another one we can try where we'll put you on your side and try to open up that thing to maybe get this adductor to shut off. That could be, Lisa might be a case where, man, we probably need that adductor shut off before we can ever go out to the right. Right? This is some of the stuff where we don't. Yeah, well, it's more of, this isn't necessarily our realm to constantly be doing everything, but if it works, it works. So give me a little scoop.